Welcome back to our next indie horror game, Through Hollow Eyes. You are Aaron Callow, a man once celebrated for your brilliance, now barely holding on to the threads of your own mind. 2 years ago, your wife, Elena, vanished after a bitter argument. An argument you can barely remember, but can't seem to forget. You can't put your finger on it, but you have a dreading feeling of being watched. Since that night, your life has unraveled. Your work, your reputation, your sense of self, all shattered under the weight of whispers, suspicion, and guilt. Now you've returned to the house you swore you'd never set foot in again. The house where it all began. The walls feel heavier, the air colder, and the silence deafening, as if the house itself remembers what you've tried to forget. The question is, do you? You have to interact with the objects around you for clues. If the eye is open, stay still. Investigate the house for answers. Okay. So when that eye is open, we can't move. Alright. Got it. A painting of us. What? That's a very weird painting to portray you and your wife, but okay. Oh, that was creepy. The background sound effects are very subtle, but they're very, very effective. Like there's the knocking sound, the whispers. Just a second ago, there was that what what sounded like a extremely terrified woman screaming. There was the whispers again. The clock ticking over there, like it's all. How is this fire lit? Well, the house was waiting for you to come back, and now you have. That's the. A gun. Wonder why that's there. I'm assuming the guy in that picture is probably supposed to be us. This guy's killed his wife. Absolutely. Alright, we got a kitchen here. Two chairs. For who? What the hell? It just... Oh, it changed chapters when we got to 4 items. It went from chapter 0 to chapter 1. Familiar but off. Okay. Wasn't there a knife here when we came in here the first time? What a rusty fridge. You got a weird kitchen here, man. Were y'all running out? Oops. Alright. Well, we accidentally moved while the eye was open, but we can go ahead and pile up the ones I've already found here. What I was saying about that kitchen is that it's... Yeah, see, there's a knife there. While we're in chapter 0. But after it switched to chapter 1, the knife wasn't on the counter anymore. We're gonna go ahead and... Why is a knife there? I don't know. 2 chairs. For who? Yep. Damn it! You cannot move at all. Like, even the slightest movement is instant death. Also, okay, it's subtly changing details. Like, when it switches from chapter 0, which is titled Look Around, now that I noticed that, is like the knife disappears and the chairs change position. Watch, we're going to go with the knife. Right now, both of the chairs are tucked in, facing the table. But when it switches to chapter 1, now the chair on this side is pulled out and turned around. What I was talking about this kitchen is this doesn't look like... I've never been in a person's house where their kitchen looked like this. Like, this... The vents and that sink setup, like, this looks like the back room of a diner or a restaurant, not a person's kitchen in their home. It's a neat clock. That's what he said, not my opinion. But, I mean, I agree. It's pretty cool. The question is, who's keeping it wound? Somebody's living here. The hell? What do those masks symbolize? Well, I don't know. Where the hell did we just go? It switched into Chapter 2, Fractured Reality. Alright. Oh, shit. The hell? I got a shopping cart. Why is there a shopping cart here? I don't know. Ooh boy, we about goofed again. Gonna have to keep watching that so we don't keep starting over. Two chairs, again, and two computers. Huh. These have been cleaned recently. This is a very... something about this house and the way it's structured is very off. It's too open. Like, there's nothing on any of the walls. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, that's not the final item. Okay. Well, the masks are floating in the air now. I wonder what that means. I don't know. We got a bedroom back there and a bathroom here. None of it was... Okay, so the last item must be in that bedroom. This bed was made recently. The argument wasn't just a memory, it was the last thing Elena ever heard. You see it now, the push, the blood. Her ghost was haunting you all along, making you feel the dreaded guilt. Suffering. That was actually pretty good. I missed a couple words at the end there because it faded out too fast, but it was him, you know, bringing back to active memory that he had actually killed his wife. She didn't just disappear. I mean, that's what I figured. In some games, it would have been like, you know, everything would have looked like that's what happened, and it would have been something else. But in that case, the obvious was, in fact, the truth. They had a fight, and he killed her. That was pretty creepy. The way the house is laid out, like I said, is really unsettling in some way, and the sound effects were good. I mean, even though, you know, what had actually happened was pretty much obvious from the get-go, it still worked. That was still good. I enjoyed that. The mechanic of only being able to move when, you know, his wife's ghost wasn't watching was, you know, added a little bit extra mechanic in there. We couldn't just run through it in 2 seconds. You actually had to pay attention to that. That was good stuff. I like that. Alright. So that was Through Hollow Eyes. Thank you for watching, as always. Details are in the description. Like that if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. I'll see you in the next game.